love the slow fade jazz. Welcome to Last Call for episode 30, everyone.
30. Big old dirty 30.
What's wrong?
Oh my God, Hartley.
Okay, that was an episode. That was an episode. That was an episodic episode of episodic proportions.
Bigger.
Thanks
Badder,
for tuning into the Last
faster.
Call, guys.
Capital E.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, troublemakers.
Thanks for joining us.
Crack a beer open and let's talk about it. I think that was 3 twists because we had the you leaving twist.
Yeah.
And then we had Jonas Standy twist. No, sorry. Then Pickle twist.
Oh, yeah.
Kinala twist. And then also another character.
Another mom.
That isn't the Queen of Air and Darkness.
Well, did we do that for sure?
Well, that's what she said.
Specifically,
She
actually,
said
yeah.
not
yeah,
the sister.
Not the sister.
That's disgusting. I hate that he all in one fucking episode.
That was crazy.
Dude.
That was like, Jesus, this is like, we should be charging you guys for this one.
Okay.
Honestly, there was a lot.
Episode 30, only on our Patreon.
Only on our Patreon, which we don't have. Yeah, the Dirty 30. Let's first celebrate that.
Yeah,
The Dirty
claps for us,
30.
guys. Good job.
Wee-hoo. That's
Are we
how
all
I clap
30?
now.
Hartley's taking a wee woo break.
Oh, yeah. I
taking a
turned
wee
30.
break.
You turned.
I turned 30
Yeah,
this
you turned
year.
30. I turned 30 this year.
I turned 30 in a month.
And then,
I turned 30 this year.
wow,
When is your
guys.
birth? Are you the baby?
Yeah.
Baby.
Look at me.
I little
Look,
baby.
I'm the picture of health and youth.
And are you the when's
March 8th.
I'm the oldest.
You're the
Hilarious.
oldest. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Look at that. Well, I mean, that's kind of, a great episode for our 30th episode. We all turned 30. There's,
He's connecting stuff.
there's some numbers lining up,
Yeah.
Damn. Chris.
Okay, let's talk about that fucking episode, all right?
Topping it at the very top. Did you? So you were expecting to hit all of those this time?
Yeah.
Was I expecting you all to pass your survival checks?
No. I'm
No,
saying like
like,
all the twists that we
Every
got.
single thing we hit at the end, like the last third, were
Yeah.
you like, let's line these up like bowling pins for each other. Like, the first domino goes over, then the next one, and then the next one. And let's just double it down with 2 more onto that. Like, were you like, yeah, let's do that for sure?
I had contingencies in place for if you all passed survival and you all got to the destination.
Can you tell me what that would have been like?
What do you mean?
What contingencies did you have?
Well, maybe we would have been
failing.
all together with Minx when she.
That's great to hear from you, but I'd love to hear it from
Oh,
the
sorry.
DM.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, Chris always does this thing where he just waits the longest to not say anything, and then finally when it's quiet, he goes,
he's
"All right,
not about overlapping dialogue at all.
Do you really want to
He's also
know?"
watching our brains try to function.
Yeah, he's really having.
I like listening to theories because
Yeah.
maybe they mold
Yeah.
something I
That's a
have planned
thing.
for the future.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
So I think I would have had you all enter the fog. Whether or not that would have forced you to separate, that might have been up in the air.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. That checks out.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah. But it's the fact that Minx, you went alone and you guys failed your survival checks. So presumably what happened was the Jonas Standy encounter may have happened at a different place in regards
Right.
to...
Yeah, which checks out because
So-
they're always coming for us anyways, right?
right. So I guess in that question would be like, was the Jonas Standy encounter more likely if we broke up the way that we did, or would all 3 of us get to experience the Jonas Standy
No,
encounter?
I think what he's saying is he would have split us up in the fog, and then you and
Oh,
I
it
were
would have been
just
potentially in
likely. Was this ever in your thought where you'd split us if
Yeah.
we all made it?
Wow.
That you split us up into 3. Maggie gets through, has the Kanala. He meets Pickle, and I met Jonas.
It's a possibility.
Interesting.
Fucking
would've been
Pickle.
Fucking crazy.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
the fog of fates.
Pickle returns.
That was great. Well,
Wild.
it's funny because
Wild.
Chris, you lied to me straight to my face.
I do that.
Yeah, I think in
What
the
did, you,
last
what did I do?
the last call.
Mike, you have to be more specific.
So the last call,
What lie are you
the
referring to?
last call, or the last call. It was something about like Minx was saying like maybe Kinala's like really fucked up or something, and by Minx I mean Maggie was saying that in the last call, and then you were like, no, I would never like double down. Like you guys have been through enough. Like Dylan's been through
I
enough. Like
specifically was
Kinala's
like-
gonna be a standard for him.
I was like, your mom's going to be a disappointment or dead or evil.
Yeah, and then Chris was like, no, no, guys.
Listen.
We got to be nice at some point.
And also, you know what? We talked
She
about
is the
this.
most evil thing ever.
Well, we talked about this.
Not the most evil thing ever.
before.
No,
it's true.
she works for
Yeah,
them.
She works for the most evil thing ever.
We talked about this before we even hit record on the episode.
Yeah.
Is the time working differently in the Fae means that Kinala
we
left you 12 years ago.
By
Sorry,
Hallowtime.
by
Hallowtime.
Hallowtime. But in her time, she's
Probably
been
hundreds
living
of
in the
years.
Fae for hundreds of years as an elf. So she's been through a lot more, and you were a blip on her fucking life.
Yeah.
I'm curious if she is, so if she's double agenting,
Mm-hmm.
or if she's actually like just, I don't know if it is your mom, or they're using
Yeah.
the image of your mom,
Who
or like
fucking
if she's
knows?
just like purely like evil now,
I wonder.
or if Tanya's also like, I don't know what your mom's. I'm so curious about where she, like, when that change happened, or if it did, or if your mom's alive. Who knows?
The biggest thing I think I'm curious about is like, are her feelings towards Dylan genuine still?
Maybe.
Because it's like, you know, like, oh, I love my son and like he's back, but like,
Because
you
it
know,
could be like a doppelganger changeling. Fucking who fucking knows?
yeah, or like, you know, maybe she's in a position where she's like, you know, like she's got her own handcuffs that she's dealing with, but it doesn't seem like it because she was kind of dark and like grinny to you. Like she was kind of enjoying the whole thing,
enjoying
at
the
least sounded
relishing
like
in
it, right?
Yeah.
So
and she definitely knew that we were gonna be attacked.
maybe she's joined the Church of Erevan Elisir.
Well, here's the thing.
Praise her.
Talking about whether she's alive or not, her eyes didn't change.
I think she's legit. I think she's
she's
Kinala.
alive.
Yeah,
She's Kinala.
I just think
because
she's aligned.
every dead person that we've seen, or at least presumably dead, has had these black eyes,
Well, they're
including
like-
Jonas.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this is her corpse walking around,
Oh, okay.
but I'm saying like I could see it being like somebody taking on the image of your mother.
Yeah.
Because she was specifically asked to leave another
Yeah.
plane of existence, basically.
Yeah.
For like asked to leave Hollow.
Well,
She
I mean,
was
if
called
we're
back.
if
Yeah.
we're
I
in big,
wonder if she
Who
was
called her?
called back by fucking someone other than Tanya.
hot take, big theory. If we're popping theories here,
Yeah.
Erevan Elisir, he's a shapeshifter. He can change his face. Kinala could have just been Erevan Elisir the entire time.
And gave birth. Wait.
No. I'm talking about the
After
Kinala
that part.
Yeah, when we arrived to the Fae, that could have just been Erevan Elisir the entire time.
I think that's too M. Night Shyamalan for Chris.
Psh, I don't know, man.
Your mom could be locked up somewhere.
Yep.
Who knows?
Yep.
Well, speaking of could be locked up somewhere, I really, in my heart of hearts, thought that was what was happening to Jonas.
Oh,
Jonas,
yeah?
I was like,
Oh,
you know
he's
what?
dead, dude.
I was like, no, he's not dead. He's locked up because he knows things. He dead. He very
got a
dead.
big ol'
He
hole.
dead. Big old
Dead.
hole in his chest. Absolutely.
Yeah, Chris, you really keep doing our backstory characters dirty like
Listen,
that.
you provide me the material. I'm gonna
Fodder.
read it.
Fodder is what we're giving you, apparently, not loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
Man, though.
I did
I got-
really enjoy the whole survival mechanic because I didn't know whether you would be successful or not,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of completely changed
Yeah.
how this episode was going to end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and the state of you at the end of this episode as well.
Yeah, I love us trying to consider to rest and then Chris being like, no.
Fuck you.
You're not fucking resting. You're not resting.
But then asking us after every day, are you
Sure
are
you
gonna
want to
take a
keep
rest?
going?
It's gonna get harder if
You're
you don't.
so exhausted.
Arrow.
I'm not
Fucking-
over it being pickle. Sorry, I'm not over
Yeah,
it
I
with
didn't.
the, with
I
the
was
arrow.
not expecting it.
With
Yeah.
the arrow.
Yeah.
I said it
makes
in
sense.
the episode.
Yeah.
It makes sense, but also the fact that I remember recording that 2-shot, and I remember the fight with the Darklings,
Mm-hmm.
and you out of the blue saying, "Does anybody want an autograph?"
Yeah.
It
That's what I
did-
said after
You know
hitting
what?
them
It's
with
so,
an arrow.
It's so weird. It didn't even make sense then to say out loud.
Well, it did.
Why?
No, it did.
Why?
Because there was they had a piece of paper with our pictures on it.
I
I
did,
know.
yeah.
So I
that was-
understand that, but that is like
Yeah, does anybody want an autograph?
That's-
Because you guys have pictures of us. It was a stretch.
it was a reach.
It was a reach.
That was a long
Pickle
It was a
wanted to be
big
famous.
And you
it
know
was
what?
a big reach.
You in taking that long reach gave
Chris,
Chris,
fantastic
the
tagline.
scariest catchphrase to hear in the middle of the night, like screamed at you high pitched.
want an autograph?
After
And-
seeing your dead uncle
Oh,
with
yeah.
black eyes.
And
through his stomach is what I pictured.
Great Mike doing a pickle impression.
Yeah,
thanks.
you did a
That's
good job. Yeah.
I think because of the fact I'm doing Grub's voice now, it just comes a little more naturally because they are very similar in
they're
like
close.
pitch
And raspiness.
Yeah. Speaking of Grub, huge help to you as well.
Yeah.
We needed a high insight check to realize that he would be helpful.
We would not have made it
We
that
would-
far without
no,
him.
we would not have, and it's good that we only had 1 day left. That we managed to get.
yeah.
We managed to get a rest. So at the very least, we're arriving and we're in this fight. We only have disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah.
Which means
Well, do you have any exhaustion?
Yeah, I've got because I
got
got a
2
second
levels.
one. He had a third
I
one.
had 3
He's
levels.
got 2. I've got 1.
Yeah.
So no disadvantage on attack
Yeah.
rolls.
Yeah, that's the most
But
important
that's
one,
fine
yeah.
because we're both close quarters fighters
and fighting Jonas.
and fighting Jonas and Pickle.
Oh
like
God,
here's the
we're
thing:
fighting Pickle.
we need to stay close together because we don't have any range.
My
We're-
arrow has a magic missile use. Use it.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, it's good. I'll write that down.
There's an item on D&D Beyond. Use it.
Oh, perfect.
Chris made it.
Yes.
Great.
Crazy. Chris, I had a question.
Yeah.
If the crew listened to me and when I hid in the bush, they like walked off the trail and like also hid, was there a chance that we could have gone a long rest in there? Or would a Pickle have found us?
The only way I would have allowed a long rest or a rest of any kind to happen was the way that it happened.
Was by like Minx striking a deal with whoever. We still don't know.
Voice.
A voice.
voice.
Your voice, like the voice that you've been
Yeah.
hearing.
Sorry, but like as far as like putting a name to
We
it,
don't know who it is.
Yeah.
We thought it was the Queen of Air and
that one.
Darkness.
That
Right?
I didn't think it was the Queen of Air and Darkness. I thought
Who did you think it was?
I don't know, but
I thought it was the Queen of Air and Darkness.
thought it was the Queen of
basically
Air
I
and
thought it.
Darkness.
Sorry,
That's okay.
basically I thought it was this entity that like also was the thing that I thought originally was, and this is also why I flagged it in the episode because this is where my brain was thinking is that like I thought that's what Ferritin had been following in the same way. I thought it was this. Basically, I thought it was this like. Whether it was the Queen of Air and Darkness or basically whoever is taking care of this dark side of the Fae now,
Yeah.
just dragging in people. Like I thought that they were just like, we need this power, this thing. Like we're like honestly, I thought it was Erevan kind of just like, hey, like just hoarding resources or evil people or people that they could turn
Interesting.
easily. Like I don't know why, but that was what I was picturing. Where I was
Interesting.
just like, yeah, like because when the voice talked to me and it was like, come this way, and then Ferritin directly followed that way, and
Yeah.
also your shackles
Yeah.
pulled you in that direction. I was
Yeah.
just
Yep.
like, great, that voice is over there. Everything's just being magnetized that way. And so that's when seeing the destroyed dryad tree,
Oh yes.
the other
Oh,
Ken.
yeah.
The entrance to the winter.
Can we
Yeah.
assume that was Ferritin? It sounds like it was with the.
I think with enough context,
Yeah.
like it does
The
look like a sign
lightning.
of lightning damage
Yeah.
to a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like after seeing that, I was like, okay, great. At least this voice isn't, or because the voice was also just like, come to me,
Yeah.
like do it.
Yeah.
So knowing that this wasn't an open invite is really good context for me in my theories about who, like what is happening.
Right.
But I mean, like, fuck my theories. I don't know what the fuck is happening now.
Right, because it's confirmed that isn't the Queen of Air and Darkness. That voice.
That, depending on
Based-
the current mom.
Yeah, based on that sort of
Based on
explanation, though.
So Kinala said that that's not who she follows. That's not who I'm referring to.
Yeah.
Man,
That's crazy.
Well,
then.
so at
there's
least-
there's so many layers.
there's way too many layers.
Yeah.
It's like an onion.
So at least your mom, the voice,
They're in cahoots.
and whoever my mom apparently is
are in cahoots.
are in cahoots.
Maybe your mom could be the voice.
I don't know what the fuck. We still don't know what's up with
Maybe
Erevan. We
your
still don't know
mom-
what's up with Ferritin.
But my question would be here then is
Oh my god.
because Pickle didn't shoot at us when we were sleeping and we got a long rest, does that mean Pickle follows the
That's
voice?
the thing.
I would then
yeah.
assume that whoever Pickle is under control,
Which we know is Aravan
which is
Well, we're
Aravan
guessing,
Ellisir,
yeah.
right?
We're
Which you can
guessing.
make
because
that
that was also
connection
what we thought
kind
by
of,
the
right?
black-eyed people, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Jonas,
The Black Eyed Peas.
The black-eyed peas,
Yeah.
they follow Erevan, right? Yeah.
well, that we don't know because that could be the Queen of Air and Darkness. It's all very confusing.
Yeah.
Well, we
So
don't,
does that
we don't
mean
know,
that-
but we just know from the final cliffhanger in our two shot
Yeah.
was the Wake up,
Yes.
up, everybody! Just because you're dead doesn't mean you're.
Yeah. And
Implied
that's
that at
why,
least
but-
Pickle is under like Erevan's control. Jonas Standy could be under the control of the Queen of Air and Darkness.
Well,
we don't know
if-
what's
Which means
Oh. But maybe Erevan
Okay.
Elsevier is turning them into
That's the thing,
Hartley's
yeah.
tinfoil hat time.
Tinfoil, let's do it. Black Eyed Peas theory, let's go.
Timeline. Just follow my timeline. Kinala loved Dylan.
Past tense, yes.
do it. Let's do it.
15 years ago, she was called back to investigate the missing relic.
Did Titania
15
say
years
that
ago.
she called Dylan's mom?
No, it was
Yeah, she was called back for that purpose.
By
Or-
Titania?
we don't really know. Thorol picked
we
her
don't
up,
know,
though.
but Hartley's crackpot theory time.
Oh, sorry. I thought Titania did, and I was just clarifying.
I'll say
Sorry.
it's presumed.
Okay.
Presumed. Okay. She was called
Resume.
back. She investigated.
Mm-hmm.
She got caught out. She got too close.
Yeah.
She caught out Erevan Ellisir, who was gaining power. In the time that was happening, Erevan Ellisir took over the Winter Court, presuming the identity of the Queen of Air and Darkness, and has been gaining power ever since by killing summer folk, bringing them, turning them black eyes. She is the one.
These.
Black Eyed Peas,
He
yeah.
is the one that has been speaking to you. I don't know how we tie.
I don't
in...
think so. The
No?
queen is not the one talking to me specifically, or at least
No,
like.
he is Erevan Ellisir.
Oh,
Maybe.
that he's the one talking to you.
The man of many faces.
that'd be wild if he's been spending time whispering shit to me and also
and that
being
doesn't
like,
make sense. But
yeah, because he would
then
also
how
be
does
like,
your
I can't fucking
mom
help
tie
you.
in?
Sorry,
Yeah.
no idea.
Maybe the relic is a megaphone.
Also, who the fuck is my mom then? Because I thought my mom was back on a Fountain Mountain, and yeah, like I had issues with her because she worked for a mega corporation and also watched a lot of people die. But
Maybe when you saw the memory of your mother in the throne, one of her hair follicles fell out, and then your DNA was taken by the Queen of Air and
Mike,
Darkness.
can you see
And-
my screen?
well, so here's the thing.
I think your mom followed the Queen of Air and Darkness, but I
Yeah.
think that memory
Yeah.
was accessed through you past. Like the Queen of Air and Darkness isn't dead. I think she's just being like controlled or
said-
something.
Kinala said I was born there.
Yeah, that's what Kinala said.
And-
Everything was born there.
No, that she was, but that
Me,
Kinala was
her,
born there, and her.
And my
And-
mom.
and Mix.
I thought it was like the creatures of the Fae. Like
She-
everything
No.
started
So she said
Mm-hmm.
that
there. Seashells
Kinala.
by the seashore.
Yes, thank
Black
you.
Eyed Peas.
So Kinala said that herself,
Yeah.
the Queen of Winter, and you were all born here.
Mm.
And so my question to that, because
Hot spot.
here's the thing. I am, at the end of the day, a shadow sorcerer.
Yeah.
That is I know that's where my magic is.
Darkness.
But I don't really, I only really know it in a really, cleaned up way through Hallow.
Right.
Because it was, magic's
yeah,
really,
yeah.
like, it was only based on resources we had. Like, it wasn't really,
Yeah.
like, it was, like, the grocery store, no-name brand
Yeah.
of, magic to
Yeah.
some degree.
Yeah.
Like the first real iteration is both that I just cast darkness a lot because it was like a nervous kind of tick at some points, but also the hound was the first real level up that really seemed like that,
Darknessy.
and it was very familiar and easy. But I don't love that she's just yeah, we were all born here, and this is we're just these,
welcome home.
yeah, welcome to the shadow realm, motherfucker.
So I
Yeah.
guess
what?
you must have been taken out of the Fae at a young age if you don't remember being
I
born
have-
in the Fae.
I was, to my knowledge, told I've never been to
the
the
Fae.
Fae ever. That was
By your parents.
By my parents.
By your parents. Or so they say they are.
Okay.
Yeah. They've been paid
so
actors.
weird.
Without giving too much away,
Oh no.
Oh no.
I am well aware that you are a shadow sorcerer, Minx.
Yeah.
I am
Of
well aware
course.
of that.
You've had my character sheet since day one.
The Magic Crystal's like, oh shit, that's pretty
No.
sick. That lined up nicely.
No. I know that you know that,
Just
but
finds out.
and that's where I'm like Minx isn't blindsided by that fact though. Where it's no, this doesn't seem unfamiliar, but it is way more in the way that she's barely known magic properly. This
or
is
where her magic comes from.
yeah, that's kind of what she's been where she's just I know this flows better. I do know that this works better than
Yeah.
what Hallow gave me, where it's I need to use fucking orbs.
Mhm.
Like, this is what she was looking for.
Yeah.
So that, like, it's really satisfying for her.
Yeah, it's home,
Which I
but it feels
don't
wrong, but it
love.
feels good.
It feels bad because I'm
It
just
feels
being
bad, but also-
crowded in shadows, but at least I can fucking see.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know. It's both very comforting and very terrifying. And that's a fun place to be in.
Question, Chris.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's your policy on switching preparation of spells? Is it after long rests or is it after levels?
It depends on the class.
Paladin.
Paladin.
When does
Mathematics.
when
You're
do
a
paladins-
paladin?
When do you set up?
I
Your,
am. I'm a paladin.
When do you set up? When are you supposed to set up your spells? Like, because you don't pick them daily.
Before
I
bedtime,
don't
right?
pick them daily, but it is something that I prepare, right? So I keep them.
If you prepare them, then you prepare them daily.
So for paladins, you can change your list of prepared spells when you finish a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure I do that now.
that seems a little cheesy.
I'll allow it.
Well, no, that's how
no, that's literally
you're supposed
part
to do
of-
it after long rest.
I know, but we
Oh.
walked a little bit.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Hartley, have
sick.
you updated your spells
That's
once
scary.
in this campaign?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, great.
Yes, but I usually I do it when I level up. So I level up. I usually get a new
Why
spell
don't you
or
just do it
spell
when
slot.
You can do this daily.
I use the same spells.
Okay.
Not
I use-
healing.
I healed a lot this episode.
Your the healing that you did was you slapped Dylan twice with your lay on hands.
That was really good.
And I gave myself
That was
a
really
lay
good.
on
All right,
hands.
that's right. You do heal
you
yourself.
healed
Yeah.
me once. No, it was noted and it was very nice, and I
Yes,
appreciate
thank
it
you.
so much.
Good.
Dylan is going
Appreciate
to be
it.
heartbroken when he finds out who Kinala is.
I feel so bad because I
Oh,
would like,
he's
especially because
gonna
we
be-
gave you like
yeah.
comfort, being like, yeah, your mom seems good.
I might
Like,
need to
you
I
made
might
it
need
over
to
that
make
hump.
a choice soon.
You might need to kill your mom.
Well, I don't know if that's the case, but listen.
I'll kill your mom, no problem.
No. But think about it. Like I have that darkness, right? I have the
Oh, yeah.
shackles. There is something coming. There is a deal that must be done. And it
we still
could-
don't know who that is.
No, you don't.
And if it's the same person though,
This.
it could be like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like fighting my mom for power, or maybe if they're under the same umbrella, it's just like now turn into the dark side with your mother.
Chris,
Yeah.
is Faradin just like in it alone? From what we've seen, like he's not like, yeah, I'm working for this other guy. Like Faradin's like his own, like he's self-employed right now.
I think
He's
He's a freelancer.
He's a free agent.
He's a freelancer. Yeah.
I'll say it doesn't seem like he's welcome there.
Yeah.
He had to force his
Yeah.
way into the Winter Court.
Yeah.
And again, going back to, I literally left it up to a roll on
Yeah.
whether he would be in this story
It's
arc
true.
of the campaign.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
that would have changed basically what if he's there.
It's great.
It wouldn't have changed this overarching
It's a whole party. The whole gang's showing up. Everyone's. It's the Winter Court
it's a family reunion.
is popping. That's it. We got the Queen of Air and Darkness. We got Kinala, who's evil. We've got the scary voice, Erevan Elisir, Faradin, Jonas Standy, and Pickle. We have fucking 7 mass enemies that we're about to face.
I'm not
off
sure I would
against.
count Pickle.
What
Pickle
do you
might be the
mean?
worst of them.
Pickle's crazy. I'm sorry, Pickle was stacked.
Well, what do you think?
I'm so, like he was stacked.
He was stacked.
What
you're
do you
right.
think I
Like-
based off the craziness? I watched Mike
Yeah.
do this crazy performance for 2 episodes.
Those
I'm like,
characters were so good, Hartley.
good.
What have I done? What have I done?
Like,
Oh my god!
I will say,
I'm
like,
very excited for the next episode.
I think when we
Yes.
left Pickle, or when
I'm so
Pickle was taken from you, you were like what, level 6? I want to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're level
Yeah.
6.
He's upgraded.
yeah, I bet.
Of fucking
I bet.
course he has.
Well, he has because also it's been 15 years.
Been so
Hello,
long.
yeah.
Hello time.
no.
300 years.
300 years. Yeah, fucking
Or
Fae time.
I will say with the Fae, like it's not always a concrete like.
Yeah, it's not linear, but
It could have
point
been a
is-
lot of time. It could have been very little time. Like time just
Sure.
flows differently, and it's not always consistent. in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Fae.
yeah. Oh,
Wow.
Anyway, should
very
we-
interesting.
I love
should we
this
talk
vibe.
about what's going on in our lives
Yeah,
now
let's do
after
a little-
fucking 30 minutes of
I do
venting?
want to say, like, I just think it was really good overall balance. I just want to say thanks.
Yes.
'Cause I got very emotional at specifically your uncle coming
Oh, that
and
was
like
sick.
seeing that. But like, no, it was all just really nice. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, I do.
That's all.
I do take for granted.
Even though we yell at you, I'm very, very, very thankful.
You got to vent somehow.
Yeah.
I think I do take for granted, like, just like being in it and like, you know, being a part of it, and like, you know, just like my jaw was on the floor the entire, like when Minx left, jaw was on the floor. When Jonas, Standy, and Pickle were introduced, when my mom turned into someone else, jaw on the floor. So just like really appreciative that like you took the time and you are taking the time to like craft this beautiful story, which I'm sure
Listen, I'm not doing it alone.
I understand, but I'm just saying, like, you know, like the tendrils that you have, the
My
story
little mushy
arcs,
moment,
that are like, we really appreciate that, and
I appreciate you getting to live out my little world. It's so much fun.
Really freaking cool.
And of course, you know, just on the side, you're welcome for ghostwriting for you. Like,
dude, not on camera.
Wait, Hartley knows everything.
Just you're welcome. Just on the side.
Yeah.
Writing the whole time.
But yes, no, seriously, like I get caught up in it sometimes, but it's really magical. The fact that we do get caught up in it, I think, really speaks volumes to like the amount
that's
of
why
work.
I don't take it personally when it's like you guys just throw like your heart, like, because you are feeling it,
Of course.
which is the biggest compliment I can get in general. So
this is by far the most fun I've ever had playing D&D, and it's awesome, and I don't want to stop.
God, I'm so stressed.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
It's a good stress though.
Yeah, no,
it's a
it's-
good stress.
Like, I am itching for the next episode. Real lives.
Yeah.
Sorry, real lives.
Yeah, what's anyone watch anything cool? I'm just about to watch the season finale of the new season of The Circle. Very fun, very good, really intense in comparison to the other seasons. I don't know if you've been listening to this. If you've been watching The Circle. Drop a comment. Let us know how you're enjoying it. I particularly like this season. It got very competitive. I don't know if you guys know what The Circle is, but check it out.
it's a shape.
Reality
I've,
show.
I've seen a few.
Yeah.
The Circle is in the same category of like reality TV shows that I just haven't spent enough time to understand. Similar with like Big Brother and what's the other? Traitors, kind of. I think I watched one episode. Like, they're just the ones that I'm like, I don't really get the entire plot.
Yeah.
But I just stick with like Love is Blind and like Are You the One? Like the dumbest ones that are also the most chaotic.
Honestly, I would say like The Circle feels closer to Love is Blind than it does to like Traitor.
Okay.
Yeah. Just, I mean, maybe because like love is involved in Love is Blind and maybe in The Circle it isn't. But like, I don't know. I get the same enjoyment with watching the two versus like Traitor. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just a bunch of people running around in the jungle.
Stakes. If it's reality TV, I'm like, I like I also watch Alone.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, yeah, these people
That's
this
true.
Is a crazy idea.
Yeah. Alone is really sick.
But
yeah.
anyways, sorry. Circle, good.
That's very
Circle
cool.
good.
Circle
That's
good.
very cool.
Circle good.
Yeah.
And then I'm almost done the first book of Mistborn.
Congratulations.
Getting so close, like to the final chapters. It's getting real good.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Enjoying
really
it?
enjoying it. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I cannot speak highly enough of that book. It's also, as I said, like the first book I've read in like 3 years. So it's a
I
good
wish
sign.
I read
Fuck yeah.
books. Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be nice.
Yeah. I'm in the middle
You
of.
eat them, so
Yeah,
it's
you
truly
eat them for
a,
breakfast.
a-
I've got-
a beautiful skill.
Thank you.
Libraries hate you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're delicious.
There are
I am-
so many penalties on your
Bookworms?
library
Have
card.
you met Hartley?
I am 2/3, 3/4 the way through The First Law by Joe Abercrombie, which is
And Finch?
he's Abercrombie of Abercrombie and Fitch.
Fitch.
Absolutely,
Nice.
that's right. It is it's really good. I haven't connected with
That's
a
great.
book like this in a while, and I've been like disconnected from like fantasy books for like a bit. I enjoyed some, but I always felt some things wrong with it. It's weird because this one's very like I'm on the second book. I finished The First Law, and now I'm on.
He eats them so quick, he doesn't even know how many he's had.
Guys, I am curious to the audience, and this is Hartley. I'm cutting you off. I'm so sorry, but
Yeah.
if anybody's interested in Hartley running a book club, I'm so serious. Like, I think that he should do it. And I think even if you're just like, guys, this is what I'm reading.
Yeah.
Because you
Can't talk.
you read books at a speed that is.
He doesn't read them. He eats them.
You
He
eat
eats
the
them.
books and consume the knowledge like nothing I've ever seen, and it's wild, like truly.
The
Troublemakers,
but
sound off and let us know if you want a book club.
Please
by
do.
Hartley
Yeah.
Fanson.
only fantasy and sci-fi, mostly fantasy.
We should call it the Fanson Fan Club.
No,
That's
no,
just
no,
about
no.
him.
Okay. Right. I guess there's no books involved there.
That's his only fancy.
right. That's
Yes,
yes.
yeah. No, so I'm reading.
Only Fansons.
And
Oh,
then,
that's good.
what is the book called?
Okay, while
man?
he's doing that, Chris.
Been reading it.
What have I been doing? Just watching more D&D content.
Yeah.
Me and Janae have started.
Before They Are Hanged.
Oh.
Sorry.
There we go.
Ah.
That's it.
And you're on number 2.
That's book 2 of 3.
Okay.
Do
Yeah.
they get? Are they? Did they get hanged? Hunged?
Well, I mean,
find
I'm
out?
just starting it, so,
Okay, so- but not yet. But
on
not
the
yet.
second book.
I'm on the yeah, not yet.
Okay.
But
Okay.
all of the characters, holy shit! Sorry, I cut you off. All of the characters are like, the best description is like they're all the most morally gray. Like every main character is morally gray. There's like no character that is like, this is the good guy who does good things and he's honorable. All of them are like, I want to be good, but I'm really shitty and I've murdered everyone. Or I just outwardly want to be an asshole, but like I get glimpses of being okay. Oh man, they're all so relatable. It's great.
That's
Yeah.
you.
Fan club. Let's make it happen. Not fan
Yeah.
club. God damn it. Book club.
Honestly, fan club period kind of that works more.
Nah.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure out a name.
Yeah.
We'll work out
Chris?
the kinks.
Watching more D&D content, listening to more D&D content, NADPOD, Dimension 20, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Janae and I have started watching, I think it's series 17 of Taskmaster.
Oh, I love
yeah.
Taskmaster.
Wait,
Oh, I got another one. Sorry.
Which
Oh,
location?
The British one.
The British one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
The
They
classic.
have like several.
Oh yeah,
I
they've got
love
Australian
Taskmaster.
one. So
Oh my
good.
goodness.
Love it.
Oh my goodness.
Anything else?
No, that's it. And then just writing this stuff.
Nice.
But, yeah.
I got
What was your follow up?
2 other things.
Yes.
One is Clarkson's Farm. Anybody? Clarkson's Farm, Amazon Prime.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you have told me about this with Jeremy Clarkson.
Jeremy Clarkson.
Yes.
It is. Season 3 is coming out. 4 episodes came out.
I'm
and
assuming he has a farm.
Very
yes,
good.
you're
Ooh.
so good.
Pretty good
On the
there.
ball, Mike.
Yeah, thanks.
It is so.
I read books.
It's such an
book.
incredible
I
show.
read the book.
It is so. It's reality also.
Okay.
Kind of film, but like not in reality in the style of like competitiveness.
It's not a competition.
It's not a competition at all. So the premise is Jeremy Clarkson, Top Gear. Do you know him?
Mm-hmm.
The
Sure.
okay.
Is he one of the guys?
Yeah, he's
Okay, cool.
he's a British personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
He's on the
What a
Grand
boy.
Tour or whatever. It doesn't really matter. He is fairly like well off down there, and like Top Gear faded off, and he's getting older now. He's like in the 70s, and throughout his career, using his money, he bought farmland in in just rural England. And he just owned it, and he got other people to farm it and whatever. I'm digressing a little bit too much.
Yeah, get to the point.
Point is, he at the start of season 1, like the premise is, he goes, "I'm now kind of retiring, but all I know is kind of like this film crew life. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have an Amazon film crew, and I'm gonna learn how to farm this land myself."
Sick.
So it's like a big vlog.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a big vlog, but it's beautiful because it's got a full time. It's 4K. It's gorgeous.
A full budget behind it.
Yeah, it's a full budget behind it. He uses his own money. There's actual stakes involved for him,
Mm-hmm.
and he cares about it. And it's
Cool.
awesome to show like the growth of him as a farmer, which is very interesting. And he's also a personality, so he knows how to be funny and like keep things interesting. Oh my God,
I'm
it's
so curious
cool.
because I immediately, for some reason, felt very defensive. Where I was just like, some fucking rich man coming in and
Maggie,
taking over
that
farm
is-
culture vibe. Like, where I'm just like, it makes me curious to watch it, but I'm just like,
I
that
would-
does seem like the vibe, and I'm so curious to watch it and not feel that.
You
Yeah.
watch this show, you will not feel that.
Okay.
I will tell
Great.
this is a man who like you'll forget it by the time it comes up. This latest season he does pig farming and he loses some piglets that they give
Yeah.
birth to, and he is the one looking after them overnight. He's the one
Yeah.
like sleeping with them
It's like
when
farming, though.
Yeah,
but
he's
that's
like-
it. Where I'm
he's
just
like really,
they
like, gone
when they
into it.
die he's crying.
Yeah.
Like
That's
it's
yeah.
heartbreaking. It's so good.
I know, but that's sorry.
of course,
But
it's
that's
farming.
just farming.
Yeah, where I'm just like, again, I'm just like, there's people that just do this in their lives.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I
No,
know.
of course, but
Yeah.
it's not like Hollywoodized in any way. It's
Well, it is.
no.
Well, I guess it's from a
not.
standpoint
So
of him
that's-
like being a TV
Just-
personality, like
Yeah,
shedding light on
that's-
that, right?
Which, yeah, where I'm curious to know, like, I'm like,
Watch
did
it.
he involve actually? Yeah, I'm gonna watch it because I don't feel right
Watch it.
judging it beforehand, and that's fair. But I'm just like, it's just the idea of like somebody going to like almost like going to another culture and just being like, look at how crazy this is.
It's like those-
guys.
it's
Isn't
like
this
those-
wild, and it's like. Yeah, this has been the norm for all the people that do it forever.
It's like those
But
TikToks of like the super rich people that like get like a settlement home and like churn
do
butter.
minimum wage job employment for a day, and they're
Truly,
like, guys, crazy.
truly,
Sorry, but that I will watch
Truly
it.
watch it.
Yes,
It's different from that. I
Have you
promise
seen those TikToks though?
yes.
There's like a wealthy family, but like they for fun lead like a simple life, and they
Yeah.
like churn butter
It's
and
the
like
trad wife.
yeah,
trend.
yeah, and they like
But-
have like a little
Yeah.
home in the
Yeah.
prairies, and their children wear like sewn clothing, and they're like, oh, like
And when I was like, yeah, this
we have
sounds
so
like
much
a
money that we
farm
like.
vlog.
Yeah,
And that's where I'm like, because you were like, yeah, specifically like post retirement. I'm very curious to watch it though. I'm super interested in like
Yeah.
anything farming culture related. Like again, I'm not like I didn't grow up farming, but like I just grew up
No.
with enough people that like did it around me, and like also just like
Of course.
knew difficulty of like
I do hear
Yeah.
the buzz.
there's a buzzing.
That's fine.
yeah.
There's a buzzing.
Anyways,
with my DIY setup.
Maggie, what have you
hitting
been
it.
watching?
I've been
Buzz
rewatching
Lightyear.
Girls. Honestly, it's my it's
So you have watched Girls.
You creep.
Remember when Anthony, you got a question?
No.
And it was, how do you like girls?
No.
No, it was
Anthony
Gilmore
asked-
Girls.
Gilmore Girls.
Or
And then
Gossip
wait,
Girl.
Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
which no, fuck that show. I'm
Yeah.
not fuck that show. It's fine.
Is Girls
Girls is directed and written by Lena Dunham, also starring Lena Dunham.
fantastic? I watched that show. It was awesome.
I've watched it I watched it once in college. I think once post being out of college. Now I'm just doing another rewatch again. But like I eat through that show. I'm in like season 3. It's just an easy comfort show.
Yeah.
I think it's just it was crazy that it was made, and I love it
Good
so much.
soup.
Good soup.
Good.
Fucking love Adam Driver in
I
that.
only know
I
that
I love
from,
him so much
from the
in that
meme. That's
show.
all I know it. Just good
God.
soup.
I can't remember if Star
so
Wars
good in
was the
that.
first time I saw him, or if it was in Girls that I saw him and then it was Star Wars.
Girls
but
would
either
have
or,
come out
like,
way before.
yeah,
but
he
it's,
crushed that role.
he's so.
Yeah.
I always forget how much I actually love him because I feel like I've just been seeing him. I'm like, and
Yeah.
Star Wars and. What
there's that
like
new-
his other
there's the-
popular media thing. He did the one thing. Didn't he do
Where
the
he
one
gets
with-
transported back in time in the Jurassic
with
Age,
the
and he's got like a gun.
I didn't watch it. I wanted
haven't
to, and
seen
I
that.
didn't. But
No.
it just
that's
looks-
like an airplane movie.
I
for
know,
me.
but I own it. I kind
You
of love
know?
watching those things with like a good like joint and popcorn.
Yeah.
You know, where I'm just like, this is.
Are you like a
stupid.
sci-fi? Are you into the sci-fi?
I love stupid films.
Okay.
I really love just like a good dumb movie that's
Okay.
like that, and that's exactly
Like
what it
that
seemed
would be
like. Where I
one.
was just like, yeah, Adam Driver gets sent back in time and has to fight dinosaurs with laser guns. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, that
Yes, I'm
is
down.
that
That was
vibe.
probably the premise that got approved by the big studios.
Did
where
you
it's like,
guys-
I'm sold.
Have you ever played? Was it Far Cry 3?
Yes.
Or Far Cry 4? But
Yes.
they had the Cyberpunk DLC.
Far Cry
Oh my
2077
that
or
came
something
out.
like that. Yeah.
Have you have Hartley or Meg? Oh my god! Have you played that one?
Yeah.
Oh my god! It was
You're-
so
you're fighting, like,
good.
dinosaurs and all
yeah, you're like
that.
like they essentially they took Far Cry and then they put it in like a cyberpunk world before like even Cyberpunk came out, but it was like retro.
Cyberpunk was a role playing game. Like it was a tabletop.
Yes,
So
yeah.
it existed in the ethos, but the video game specifically
Yeah.
by CD Projekt Red came out later. But yeah,
But it was like I don't know, like I'm trying to like think of like movies like back in time that were like cyberpunky, but like they had like but it's like it's shot in
Blade
like
Runner?
a vintage like Blade Runner,
Yeah.
like the early one, or like
It
what's the one with
feels
the
like-
car that talks?
Knight Rider.
Knight Rider, right? Like
It feels like a video game that like
Yeah.
is an homage to the 80s.
Yeah,
Where it just
really.
feels like those classic
cool.
action
yeah, and
movies.
it's got like film grain. It's
Yeah.
got like the terrible voice acting. It's got like the the lead bad guy is like a half cyborg, half like soldier guy, and like
Yeah.
you're fighting like cyborg dinosaurs. Mind you, this is like a DLC to like Far Cry, where it's like kind of the same landscape, the same kind of
Yeah.
like way that you're playing it,
Like
but they
Badlands,
fully
yeah.
revamped it and just had like a downloadable content.
It's
it was
just a really
awesome.
expensive skin.
Yeah, it was
Honestly,
really
though,
sick.
a
Yeah.
good skin is good. You
Yeah.
know, like that. Like I never played any single GTA game, but
Yeah.
fuck, I love Red Dead.
Yes.
Oh, it's so
Fuck, I was
good.
like,
So
yeah, give me
good.
a horse, a cowboy,
Yeah.
and a bunch of fun outfits.
Yeah.
I love Red Dead.
While we're on the topic of this, the other one that I really loved was Forza, like the Forza games.
No.
They had like a racing one,
I don't
but
know cars.
but they did
Only horses.
Only horses for me.
they did a Hot Wheels DLC. So
there,
you're playing the entire game and you're like racing like sports cars and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, and it's like 4K. It's like a new game that came out, and then all of a sudden they drop like a Hot Wheels DLC, and now you're like driving on Hot Wheels track and like racing with like Hot Wheel cars in real life. And then they did like a Lego one on top of that. Like they've been killing it with DLCs. Like Forza has the coolest DLCs when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Actually, that I might have.
Anyway,
seen that.
end rant.
That's cool though. And apart from that, I've dumped like hundreds of hours into the new Stardew release. I've really been going into comfort zone land. I've like dumped so much time. I've loved this new update. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And I'm just, guys, in my 3rd year on the farm, just finished Skull Caverns. So
Lots of
super, super fun.
Lots of new content, like
for me, it was just like, honestly, it just feels like a rebalance of the game every time. Like I feel like timings are different. Like there's just there's just so much new that I'm like, this feels like a nice new game that I can really bite into. It almost feels like every update I'm like, it's like you were in playtest and now you've just given me a new game. And it just feels like that. Also, I am sad that I can't do the early access of Hades 2 because I only have
it's
it back.
out.
But it
I'm
looks
gonna
so
download it soon.
juicy and good.
I've been
and
playing the new season of Apex, but I'm going to download Hades too.
It's going to be an early
gotta play the
access
first
till
one.
like next January, basically, at least, if not later. And
Is it
like
on
honestly,
PlayStation?
it's only on PC right now for early access.
The first one.
The
first one's on like
Switch.
everything.
No, it's not on everything. It's on Switch and PC and Mac.
That's
I
fine.
can play.
I got a Switch.
I think you can also play it on PS4.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
I have it on.
You have it on PS4?
You sure?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was told that a Switch was the only thing.
You were lied to.
No,
was
it's
lied
yeah,
to.
because
You were
I play it on my
lied to.
Mac, my laptop. I think I have it. Yeah, I have it on my laptop. But yeah, both Macs, and then I think I also have it on my PlayStation
Sick.
because I'm just.
I should play it.
yeah.
You guys cannot stop talking
I
about
should play it too.
I should
It's
really
really
play
good.
it.
I think the
It's
best
a roguelike, right?
I think the best function for me was on like for Stardew. I do prefer my iPad because I just think it has the best like functions for it.
Yeah.
For Hades, I really love doing it on my laptop.
Nice.
I hate the controls.
The controller
on PlayStation,
version?
honestly.
Yeah.
Controller's the fucking best.
Well,
play
I mean,
a
it all
controller on
depends.
PC.
Yeah.
Depends on the controller
Oh,
too.
interesting.
I do controller on PC.
Yeah, he's a weird one. Controller on PC.
You get the
Yeah.
benefits of both. You get the FPS.
I-
and you also get
Yeah,
the-
but I feel like for a game like Apex, like what's very competitive and like having the extra buttons and the finger,
literally every
professional
80%
players.
of pros use controller.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, I'm not a pro. I'm a little dum-dum. But I've also been replaying Fallout 4 now that I finished the
Kay's
show.
playing
Just,
that.
Still
the show
gotta
just
watch
got
the
me,
show.
and
I haven't had. I've been doing training for my run, which I
Congratulations.
I
Yeah.
finished that, and now I just start training again for
You're-
the October one.
How percentage fast are you in comparison to other Torontonians?
Fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy.
I came 20 in the 5K that I ran. I came 27th out of 2,400.
You came
racers.
27 times.
27th?
Yeah, out of 2,400.
Good job, Mike.
Hartley.
Thanks.
Holy shit.
I ran a 1936 5K.
Good
That's
year.
Yeah.
crazy.
He's fast.
But
Good
the,
year.
the plan is 1936, great year. I plan to. I'm going to cut that. I know I can save 20 seconds. On a treadmill out indoor training, I can hit in 1850.
Ladies
Also
and
good
gentlemen,
year.
the most competitive person I know.
I've been walking more. That's been cool. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't walk for days. Today's the first day that I didn't feel like pain in my legs after
Was,
the race.
was this triggering this whole episode of you guys just walking without sleep?
Running.
Yeah,
Running.
yeah.
No rest.
Very triggering.
Mike, when will this episode come out?
That's
Do
a
you
great
know?
question.
Next
Let
Tuesday,
me-
3 weeks from now.
29 comes
weeks
out
from now?
on May 14th, which means that episode
This
30,
one is on the
this one
28th
is
of May.
28th.
Oh, never mind. Well, in that time, I'm going to go to both TCAF and VanCAF, and so I hope if anybody's there, I
Yay.
won't see you, so it doesn't
TCAF?
matter. Yeah, Toronto Comics Arts Fair, and then
Oh,
I'm also
sick.
going to
cool.
Vancouver Comics Arts Fair.
Oh,
and
that's
if
exciting.
you see me in passing, you would have no reason to recognize me. But
Yeah.
if you happen to, for any such reason, say hi. And
Now in the past.
Now in the past.
Yeah.
And so that won't be helpful.
I guess
but
I guess you could say
retcon,
now. You could be like, if you said hi to me,
if you said
thank
hi
you.
to me, super cool, and so much thank you. Yay.
Why don't you
but
come
there's
up with a few
nothing-
names that you think
Yeah.
of people that said hi to you?
Yeah.
Thanks,
so,
Jeremy.
Jeremy and Scott.
Scott went to both.
You
also,
you also-
Heather
a
1, 2,
kangaroo?
and 3.
You met a kangaroo?
I met
That
a
was
kangaroo there.
crazy.
It
You
was
met
wild.
3 Heathers?
I met
and they were
3
all
Heathers.
sisters.
I feel like that's about a movie. I feel like there's a movie about that.
The Heathers?
3
Yes,
Heathers?
It's a play.
Yeah.
But
Is it?
no, it is.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
the Heathers. Oh yeah,
Pretty sick.
Oh yeah, it's
Is it good?
yes.
Isn't that what Mean Girls is based off of, Heathers?
I don't know.
No.
I
And
know
on
nothing.
that note, I feel like we're at like an hour. on the last
Hey,
call.
listen.
After
it's nice
editing,
to
I
debrief.
don't know what's going to be longer, the episode or the last call.
Man, we've
Yeah.
missed each other. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Well, thank you so
Excited for the
much.
next one.
Thank you so much for listening to this last call.
If
for
you're
Trouble
listening
at
on the day
Tavern.
of the release, I hope you're having a nice May 28th. And if you're listening to
If-
it later
yeah.
than that,
If we
Duh.
release it on time, it'll be great.
it'll be great if we
perfect.
release it on time.
Hey, we're catching up again.
Yeah.
Catching up. Yeah. Thank you, Troublemakers.
But once again, joined by Chris, Mike, Hartley, and Maggie. We'll see you next time on Trouble at the Tavern. Take it away with the slow fade jazz.
Jazz.